everybody. Welcome back to my modern homestead. I'm Janet, and today we have a really easy project. I am going to can mushrooms. I love having these in small jars. They are perfect for pizza. I do not like raw mushrooms on my pizza before I cook it, so I will cook it. So I like having these to go in. You can use them for other recipes. But you guys, I thought I had bought sliced mushrooms. I bought whole mushrooms. So our first step will be to rinse these off and get them sliced. Alrighty, we have the mushrooms rinsed, and I'm going to go ahead and get my broth ready. A lot of recipes will tell you to boil your mushrooms in water and then use fresh water to can them. Guys, this is one of my earliest recipes that I put on my blog, and I just use the beef broth now. That's all I do. I boil them in this broth, and then I use this broth to can them. There's no need to waste it. I like the extra flavor. So all you do is just put 2 quarts of broth into your pan and bring this up to a boil. And once this is up to a boil, we will add the mushrooms. But we've got to slice those first.
It's so quick and easy, guys. Just turn them on the side and slice them up.
Excuse me. We have all of our mushrooms sliced up and ready to go. It looks like so much more when they're sliced and in the bowl. So all we're doing now is waiting on the broth to come up to a boil. It's almost there. And I already have my jars in the canner. And I have this great big canner. It's a little overkill for this job, but it's actually really quick and easy. And I like this canner. It's my AA, my All-American. I like it so much more than my old Presto 16 quart. I just use it. So anyway, we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, let's get our mushrooms into the boiling broth without burning ourselves if we can. Drop 1, 2, hey. Alrighty, now we'll just bring these back up to a boil and let them boil for 5 minutes. Okay, it has been 5 minutes and we are ready to get these mushrooms in our jars. For this part, I'm going to use a slotted spoon, and we're going to fill our jars 1 inch, I'm going to give it 1 inch head space. I'm using the 4-ounce jars because when I use mushrooms, I usually just use a small quantity. So at least for the first few jars, we're going to use a small one. Just pack them in. I do not recommend holding these. I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video, just to show you. 1 inch head space. Uh-oh, I turned the timer off. Sorry. And then, turn this off. I'm just going to take the broth and fill it again to 1 inch head space. Let me grab my funnel real fast. Okay, here we go. Just pour it carefully. And voila. That's it. Now all we're going to do is put a lid on the jar. Lid. Finger tight. And sit it down in the canner. Let's get our lid on. Lid needs a good cleaning. It's dirty. It's for another time. With an All-American, you need to get it as even as you can all the way around so that you don't have leakage. But anyway, we're going to get this sealed up and bring it up to pressure. Okay, just in case you've never used a pressure canner, you need to let it start steaming, and when it starts coming out of this nozzle, When you feel it or hear it, time it for 10 minutes before you put your weight on. Can you hear it, you guys? That's the steam coming from here. Be careful putting your hand over it. Anyway, we have almost 3 more minutes, and then we'll put the weight on. Okay, now we will let this come up to 11 pounds pressure and it'll start jiggling, and then we will time it for 45 minutes. Almost there. Should jiggle at any moment. There we go. Now we will set the timer for 45 minutes. You do not want this to jiggle the whole time. Just a few times per minute is plenty. If it's jiggling constantly, you need to lower the heat. Okay. Now, all we do at this point is just wait for this to come back down to 0, and when it's sorry, I've been cooking lasagna. When it's back down, it'll rest on that little peg there. And then we'll take the jiggler off. Okay. Now we're at 0 pressure, so we're going to remove the jiggler. You'll hear it, just a little bit of steam escape, but that's okay. Now, I'm going to unlock all of these and let it sit for about 10 minutes. And then I'll lift the lid a little bit also, and then after about 10 minutes I'll completely remove it and we'll be ready to get the jars out. Okay, let's get the lid off. There we go. Let's take these over and let them cool. Here we go, guys. We have 11 jars of mushrooms. That was quick and easy. This is always a fun one to can, and I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you get to try these and let me know how it goes. So for now, until we meet again, may you be blessed.